Yeah, I'm ready.
So it's just a perfect bodyboarding way.
La pilota la cara y los dientes me chirriaron.
Didn't even jump off my board. I just tried to choke Jason Brown.
The windpipe is big dream.
Hit the lip, you're going into the flats.
You know, I know I could go bigger than that, and I know what I can do.
Hey, what's up? This is Manny Vargas, and we're going to open up volumes of stories of bodyboarders just like you. This is boogLIFE.
Hey, what's up, everybody? And thanks for joining me for another Thursday night boogLIFE MV Chatter. Here's what's going on with boogLIFE and everything else that we got going on here. First off, thank you. This has been pretty awesome. I'm really stoked. I think we hit 175 patrons. We're pretty close to that 200 mark. But what I've heard from a few people is, what is this? What is boogLIFE? You come to boogLIFE.com, all of a sudden you got all this stuff just thrown at you, and it could be overwhelming. So let me start off really quick what boogLIFE is. It's a place for me to share everything that I have when it comes to bodyboarding. I got hard drives full of photos, videos, I got old magazines, I got stories, and the best part about all of this is I'm calling up all my friends and bodyboarders from around the world and just talking to them and having them document through their words what it was like as they started bodyboarding, that first wave, that first board, everything that got them all hooked on bodyboarding. That has been probably the best part about all of this. And it's only $1. $1 a month. You get 4 audio podcasts per month, and you get to hear the stories, the very cool stories that everybody has. I mean, take a look. I have pretty organized a schedule on the side, or menu, and audio podcast. I think we're coming up to 30 maybe. So we got everybody from Pat Caldwell, Ben Severson, Ryan Hardy, and some regular bodyboarders just like us. Damien Alexander, he is the creator, he and a friend of VBC, so he's on there, and just hearing what they have going on is pretty cool. I'm looking over here at my notes, but so yeah, $1 a month, you get 4 audio podcasts. Right now I'm throwing in a Spanish one on Wednesdays, and I'm gonna see what kind of feedback I'm getting on that, whether to include it, keep it in the schedule, or to just randomly do it. So I'm still waiting to get some feedback from everybody on that. Alan Munoz dropped yesterday, and that was pretty cool. So audio podcast, $1 a month. $5 a month, I mean, I spent $5 freaking every time I walk into Starbucks. But $5 a month gets you all the audio podcasts, plus just I think at the turn of the year, or in January, I started recording video, the interviews. So now the interviews, you get the audio, and if you're paying $5 a month, you get the video interview as well, plus photos, high resolution photos from my archives, some videos that I've been taking on all my trips. Those are pretty cool, and they're all coming off of my personal hard drives. And what else do you get? You know what? It's all under the rewards. And that's Patreon's way of saying membership. So $1 membership, $5 and $10. $10 ones, you get pretty much everything, plus your credit, your name in the credits. And we have this pretty cool live once a month group chat where we talk about bodyboarding. We have pretty cool agendas, travel tips, and I let you in on some of the things that are coming up. So yeah, $1, $5, $10, but the $5 one, I'm telling you, that's the one. If you're a full-on bodyboarding fan, that's the one you're going to want. But I know a lot of you are busy, so the $1 audio podcast interviews while you're driving or working out at the gym, that's cool too. I mean, it's there, and I made it super affordable for you. So $1, go for it. But if you're hardcore full-on bodyboarder fan, the photos, videos, the interview videos, it's all there for $5 a month, and you can't beat it. All right, so goals. I have my goals. I'd like to hit 200. I'd like to hit 500. And I think I put in my goals, if we hit 500, Patrons is what we call our members, but I'm calling you my freaking bodyboarding buddies. But if we hit certain points, I'm going to give away stuff. I think at 500, I'm going to reach out to get some sponsors, and we're going to have freaking things to give away then. And I think if we hit 1,000 patrons or 1,000 boogLIFE patrons, full bodyboard package I'm going to give away. So bodyboard, fins, leash, board bag, all of that's going to happen at 1,000, I think 2,000 and 3,000, the 1,000 mark. So let's get there sooner than later. So there's the rewards, which is the membership, all the goods that you get with it, the goals that we would like to hit, and yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked you guys are all about it. Next up are the interviews coming up this weekend. I believe we got Seamus McGoldrick from Ireland. That was a pretty awesome. He's got some really cool things to talk about, not only about his big wave charging, but he's got something really cool. He's been behind for a long time. It's Friends of Tom Morey. He's going to talk about that. And then the week after that, we got Patty Serrano. Some of you may or may not know who she is, but she was there from the ground floor running with Tom Morey from the very beginning in the 70s. She's got some pretty cool stories, so that's going to be coming up in a couple weeks. We also have Shane Ackerman. Shane Ackerman, big wave charger from Australia, young kid. Had a pretty cool conversation with him a couple days ago. And Valentina Zambrano, we got a Spanish interview with her, so that's going to be coming up next Wednesday. Also, yesterday morning, got to chime in to South Africa to talk to Andre Botha. So that is coming up. And that, you know what, for me, that was just catching up with an old friend. And it was pretty cool and very interesting. I was really stoked that he opened up about a couple things that I did not know about. And it's going to be pretty cool once that comes out. That's coming in a few weeks, Andre Botha. I'm really pushing to try to get some ladies in here as well. So Neymara, call me back. Let's get this going. I'm going to reach out to all the old school living legends and then bring in everybody else. But I don't mind. I mean, I want to get as many as I can too. So I will be reaching out to all of you again to get you in here. Alexandra, you too. I know you're all busy. So the Spanish, like I said, the Spanish interviews, I'm just going to get a feedback. I like doing them. I mean, I'd love to do it. I actually talked to Bobby Quinones from Puerto Rico. We're going to talk about, I think early next week, we're going to sit down and chat. Simon Ramsey, he's not the Spanish one, but he's going to be coming up. He's in New York. So just setting up times to sit down with everybody. And then the raffle, I was going to do it once every 2 weeks, but the shipping's out of control, especially if somebody's on the other side of the planet. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a random raffle, which will go down once a month, but the prize will be a little better, a little bigger, more of it. So once a month, I'm going to raffle off here on Chatter. And that will happen. I need to look at the schedule when that will happen next. I think we already did one about a week or so ago. So stand by for the next date on the giveaway. Next up, the tapes. The tapes. I got my tape player, a little micro cassette tape player, and I recorded a bunch of interviews back when I was the editor of Bodyboarding Magazine. And I downloaded a few just to hear what I had on them, put them on digital format. And there's some pretty cool stuff. Kamala Botha interview. The No Friends guys, that was hilarious. Paul Roach, Spencer Skipper, Lance Ronquillo, Ross McBride, Buckwheat. We all chatted. And I got to admit, I wish I knew a little bit more interviewing skills back then. But it was just talking with a bunch of friends, and that was cool. So what I'm going to do to make that $5 patron reward a little bit more enticing, I think I'm just going to offer it to them and the $10 a month patrons, just because they're so valuable. They're so good, and I can't wait to record all of them. I know I got Shaper interviews. Chad Militante was a good one. I talked to him about a surf session where everybody was just going nuts. So that was a good one. And yeah, so the tapes, that's what I'm going to call them, the tapes. Those interviews while I was an editor, those are going to be for the $5 and up patrons. So if you wanted some of that, just step it up. Like I said, $5 a month. It's affordable. I think you can do it. I mean, if you really want it, you can go for it. But that's where the tapes are going to end up, in the $5 and above range. And let's see. I think that's it for this week's chatter. Thank you once again for all of you for participating and being a patron here on boogLIFE. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm having a really good time. It takes some effort. I got some pretty cool equipment to be able to make it sound legit. But, it takes some time to call everybody and line something up. And that's on top of my 9-to-5 job. But I'm loving it, and I'd love to keep doing it. And to do that, I just need your support. Get the word out there and keep supporting. All right, you guys, I am out of here. I will see you a week from now, this weekend. One more time. We got Shambles from Ireland dropping this Sunday. I'm out. Boom!